الفيديو الثامن وما قبل الأخير بسلسلة الفيديوهات التعريفية للانتخابات حزب الBVDA أو حزب العمال. هو حزب تاريخيا مرتبط مثل ما قلنا بحزب العمال أو بالحزب الشيوعي بالسياق التاريخي له. وخلينا نشوف مع الناشط بابا في هذا الفيديو شو المقصود بكلمة شيوعي. لما نقول شيوعي هل نحن نعني الشيوعية اللي كانت مطبقة في الاتحاد السوفيتي بالستينات السبعينات مثلا؟ خلينا نشوف هذه الفكرة مع باباك. مثل ما كمان عملنا مع كل فيديو رح نستعرض سياسات الحزب وأفكاره بمجالات الاقتصاد، الرعاية الاجتماعية، قضايا الهجرة واللجوء، ملف التعليم، ملف الأمن والعلاقات الدولية. خليكن معنا، خلينا نشوف ناشط بابك شو عم يحكي بخصوص حزب بيفيدا.
Go to Pvda.
Yeah,
Pvda might be not very well known in whole Belgium, but it's very well known between migrant communities. It's
exactly.
a communist party, although I can see that in the website and their pamphlets, they do not mention communism or Marxism at all. But talking to the party members, you can easily see that that party represents that ideology in the country.
Yeah,
And well, again, no judgment value there, but obviously the party plans are defined based on that.
yeah,
Before going very fast toward the party plan, I should say this just to be representative of the truth here, that Pvda has the most material and actually literature about immigrants, about inclusivity, about equality, which is the nature of
yeah.
the party with this ideology. Really fast going through their positions. Economy, increased taxes to fund social programs. Obviously, that's a left ideology-driven idea. Welfare, universal healthcare, education, and housing. So healthcare universal is something that we have in Belgium, but universal education, free education, and universal free housing is something that party also talks about. About immigration, supports immigration and solidarity with refugees and migrants. So it goes the further mile for that. In environment, they believe in combating climate change, which is a word that some parties avoid to use. They talk about environment, but they say climate change, and they believe in renewable energy. In education, they believe in increased funding for schools and support for teachers. Security, they believe in social justice and investment in social programs, which social justice is a very, very loaded word, but still to give a really, really fast definition about it is that when somebody talks about social justice, they usually mean if the crime rates are high somewhere or if there are problems, it's not the people who are doing those crimes or they are in the center of that are the victims. They are not the perpetrators. Problem is somewhere else, and we need social justice and we need to fix that. And usually they go for high level inequality and institutional racism and things like that, which can be found in the party literature easily.
To understand this point is like there are circumstances in this happening which push actually these people to do this crime. So we need to solve that issues, then the crimes will drop. This is, yeah, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
That's
yeah, okay.
exactly the way that, yeah, social justice. In international relations, they believe in peace building, human rights, and global justice. So you can see the word peace that is not used easily around these days is used in the party platform. I have to say that because this is something they promote. And also global justice shows that they are skeptical, even though they don't say it bluntly, but that's what it means. About regional issues, they also believe in greater economy for Flanders. It's one of the strangest thing about Flanders that even the most left party
Yeah,
believes in regional. Yeah, although some people can see it in the context of self-identification is one of the platforms of communist parties usually, but that also within Belgium. That being said, I said about the positive sides of Pvda. I will also, just to balance it,
Yeah.
mention something which is not directly about Pvda, but it's very common for left ideologies in the level of Marxism, communism historically that use issues like immigration, like inequality, and things like that to just be an activist sector or get to some sort of social status in the society.
Yeah.
Many communist parties do not actually actively seek power because communism had a chapter that in some people's mind is ended in the world, but they will use that to be a force that affects the rest of the policies and rest of the people, open eyes and do something like that.
Yeah.
Not negative, not positive, but it's good to see that if you see, for example, a flag that you like, or you see that your representation is, it doesn't mean that if this party ever gets to power, those are the programs for the country and it will happen. It just means that they are trying to be a board that show it to the world that these are happening. We need to be aware of that. So that's also that side that might be a Pvda thing, might not, but I needed to just bring the truth about it. That's what I understand.
Yeah, I want also here to try to draw a line. Like when we see Pvda Communist Party, we just jump to our heads that the Soviet Union flag, the workers, and this. But when I read here the programs, lots of them are actually very far from the traditional image of the community. Sorry, a communist party or communist idea. How can we? So what I want to do, if when someone here's Pvda and link it directly to that image of the Soviet Union communist. How can you comment on that?
I will actually answer that from the point of view of Pvda and other communist
Yeah,
parties in Europe. Even during the height of Soviet Union, when Soviet Union was a superpower, many communist parties in Europe believed that Soviet Union is not a real Marxist communist country and it's some sort of capitalism that is created by a minority that are
yeah,
calling the ruling party. So definitely, there is no parallel between modern communist parties like Pvda and what happened in Soviet Union, and they have their own identity and plans for the future. And as far as I know, Pvda believes in democracy and the representative, so they won't believe in a form of Soviet system. I know that part at least. Yeah.
yeah. طيب استمعنا للناشط باباك كلامه عن الBPDA. شفنا انه هو حزب يساري بامتياز، وضمن القائمه اللي استعرضناها هو هو موجود في اقصى اليسار بالنسبه لجميع الاحزاب يلي استعرضناها واللي نشطه في فلاندرز. وشفنا كمان فكره مهمه، الخلفيه الشيوعيه للحزب والادبيات الشيوعيه للحزب ليس لها اي علاقه بالاتحاد السوفيتي والشيوعيه تبعه. يعني في حال سمعنا كلمة شيوعية هون ما نحاول نفهمها بناء على أو نفسرها بناء على معلوماتنا المسبقة أو فهمنا المسبق أو تصوراتنا المسبقة، ولكن نحاول نشوف هذا الحزب كيف عم يقدمها وكيف عم يحاول يطبق.